Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Jungle Cup, and let's see what team we're going to be running with. So we're going to be running the Shadow Quagsire pair with the Vigoroth and the Skarmory. They decided to switch out into the Vigoroth, and since we don't necessarily have a hard counter to this, we're just going to chip and then switch into our own Vigoroth right here. Already into the yellow, the opposing Vigoroth is. They throw a body slam, gets us into the yellow just as quickly, and then we're going to pressure them to either shield or lose the switch. They come back in with their lantern. This lantern here is going to try to farm down, I believe, so we're just going to throw this body slam. Body slam goes through, and then our opponent here tries to get to the farm down, but we are going to be able to get to another body slam. Body slam takes this lantern into the low red, and we're going to come back in with our Quagsire here, most likely tanking the move. Do we consider tanking the second move, though, is the question. Looks like they switch out into the Venusaur, and we have the Skarmory for this Venusaur. This is going to be a hard counter. We do not have to shield anything. The only thing we have to consider here is, do we throw a move here and undercharge so that we can get back up to 100 energy? They go for the Sludge Bomb, and it's not going to do much. We're going to throw this Sky Attack and way undercharge it because, number one, it potentially could get a shield, and number two, we could potentially farm again up to another Sky Attack. So we are trying, and then we're going to throw this Sky Attack so that we have another Sky Attack ready for their lantern. This is going to get the KO or the shield, so this is GG's because we already have a move on our Quagsire. After a fast move, we are able to get to another move, and Aqua Tail does take out that lantern. So nice play by us. Unfortunately for them, it was just kind of a alignment team. They had the Lantern, Vigoroth, and Venusaur, and we both had the Vigoroth as a safe swap. All right, next game. Let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Quagsire versus the Talonflame. Okay, this is all kind of bait dependent. We do have the super effective charge moves, but Aqua Tail will not KO as a Stone Edge will. We go for the Aqua Tail bait. We do get the shield, and then our opponent here potentially could have Brave Bird here. So that's why we shield here. Our opponent could be running the spicy Brave Bird. We're going to shield here again because they're going to try to throw a move exactly. And we're going to throw a Stone Edge right here, right towards this Altaria. Then we're going to switch out into our Skarmory, looking for the farm down. We know we can tank a move at this range. Surprisingly enough, the Altaria versus the Skarmory isn't as bad in the two shield scenario. This Steelix here is going to have to tank two Brave Birds, but they could easily tank that. This Brave Bird will get this Steelix into the low red, excuse me. And then with the additional fast moves, we do farm it down. So that's huge advantage for us right there. We're just wasting all of their energy right there. Here we're going to have to throw this Stone Edge to either get a shield or the KO, pressure the shield scenario. And then we're going to try to chip away at this Talonflame because we know if we can get them within a body slam, we will be able to take them out. But they realize their fate because they don't have the Brave Bird. One fly will not take out the Vigoroth, and that is GG's. All right, next game. Let's see what we find. Shadow Quagsire in the lead, doing us wonders right now. Okay, as soon as I say that, bad lead, we're going to switch out into the Vigoroth. Vigoroth gets met with a Venusaur. Venusaur here is going to be able to resist the fast moves. However, these body slams will be coming back at them pretty quickly, so let's see what happens here. They are going to try to throw on CAP, but we're going to purposely not throw on timing. And then we're going to throw this body slam again. This body slam will potentially get them to shield because it would get them pretty low. There you go. They're trying to throw on CAP, but we do sneak in the fast move right there. Frenzy Plan does go through. This body slam will certainly get a shield, or it's going to get the KO. Let's see what they end up doing. They do decide to double shield. They're trying to maintain alignment here. They do use their Frenzy Plan to take out our Venusaur, or our Vigoroth, but then we're going to come in with our Skarmory. Skarmory will have the advantage here. We do go for a Sky Attack. One Sky Attack here, forcing them to throw a move. Okay, actually, we're going to switch out after a little bit and try to get an energy advantage because we try to catch like an Earthquake. They go for the body slam. We're going to go for this Stone Edge right here. Stone Edge will get this as well as pretty low. Okay, low enough to where I think a Aqua Tail will take it out. This Aqua Tail is resisted, but Yes, it does take it out barely, and now we're going to try to get to a move. They realize that we're trying to get to Aqua Tail. They throw a Stone Edge. They try to undercharge it, and they do get one fast move from it. But look at this Skarmory. Skarmory pretty healthy, but we know the Quagsire has Stone Edge now, and most likely Earthquake. And we're going to tank this Stone Edge quite nicely. We're going to go for this Sky Attack right here. Boom! Doesn't quite take it out, but we are able to farm it down with a fast move. So GG's to our opponent. Actually coming back from a bad lead right there against this Zweilous. And Skarmory kind of cleaning up the end game right there. Alright, next game. Let's see. We got the Shadow Quagsire versus the Whiscash. So this is kind of buff dependent. Obviously, the Whiscash could be throwing Scald at us. Scald would be the win condition if they get like debuff and stuff. But they actually decided to go for a Mud Bomb. Interesting. Could this Whiscash be running the Mud Bomb Blizzard variant? There's some Whiscash running these. We're going to shield here just for in case it's a Scald, but they are throwing Mud Bombs, indicating like they do not have the Scald. So interesting enough, this is looking like a Whiscash that only has Mud Bomb. So we're just going to shield up and take advantage of this situation. We have the Whiscash in the lead. We're going to try and get to a Stone Edge right here to chip away at this Skarmory. Then we're going to go into our Skarmory of our own to soak up any damage. This is basically a meat shield at this point because they're definitely going to switch out after this. Okay, ends up being the opposing Shadow Quagsire. This Quagsire here is going to have to tank a Brave Bird. Boom! Gets it into the low red. They actually are able to get to a move here to take us out with that Stone Edge. But this allows our Vigoroth to get a 1 counter fast move. And we do get an energy advantage. And now all we have to do is just get to a body slam because they're so low. It was a Shadow Skarmory, Shadow Quagsire backline. And we are able to win that with the Vigoroth countering down. So GG's to our opponents. Interesting that they were running the Blizzard and Mud Bomb most likely. Alright, we got the Quagsire versus the Whiscash again. Now we gotta see if this is running the spicy move. We're gonna go for this Aqua Tail here. Let's see what they end up doing. They let it go. Makes sense. And now we come down to the same scenario. Will this be the Scald? It ends up being the Scald. We get the debuff. Okay, so completely different scenario this time. We did take a Scald and it got the debuff, so this is going to make it much tougher to win this. But we can try to whittle this Whiscash into either lower shields or lower health so we can farm with something in the back. We do get a shield back, which is great. And now we're not going to be able to win this without shielding here. So they do end up throwing a switch. We're going to go for this Aqua Tail here, trying to get a last shield. We do get a shield because it potentially could have been a Stone Edge. We catch on our Vigoroth. Vigoroth here is going to try to get to a move. We are going to have to tank another X Scissor, it looks like. And it seems like we are only going to get to one move. So we are going to throw this Rock Slide here to do most of the damage. Our opponent here does get the farm down. And now we have a decision to make. Do we go into our Quagsire to soak up this damage, or do we try to catch a move? And unfortunately, it looks like we lose CAP versus this Charger Bug, but we get them to use a lot of energy. And our opponent has a Skarmory in the back. So Skarmory in the back versus our Skarmory with a little bit of an health advantage. This is not going to end well for us. Unfortunately, the Vigoroth just didn't have any play in the back against the Skarmory and the Charger Bug. So a little bit of alignment, but it is what it is. We're going to go for this Sky Attack right here. This Sky Attack will get this into the red. Let's see if we can farm it down. Looks like we're not going to be able to farm it down, so we're just going to throw in another Sky Attack here just to see if they're going to come back in with something funky, but they know that they can come back in with their Charger Bug. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.